Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you the team I'm going to use for this week's Journey event. Now, this is an important team because basically the amount of gems the Journey troop creates has been reduced. They don't create as many gems as they used to, but there's still a small advantage because they do gain ×2 magic, and the trait obviously does that ×2 to ×3 score still regarding the miles. But really important to get this team right to give yourself the best chance, considering that less chance of looping. Right now, from the shop, you're going to want to grab tier 1, 2, and 3 if you can. Tier 1, you get the Potion of Enchantment, so all your troops start enchanted at the start of each and every battle, and a few more bits as well. Tier 2, you get Edelwing. This is absolutely essential for this to make sure you get those extra miles. Get it traded up as well if you can to level 3 to make sure you get Pathfinder. Really cool. And does extra damage because it gets ×2 magic in this effectively. So double whatever that says for your damage when you cast this. And tier 3, always good to have a new weapon. And always good to have a new weapon, especially if it says Badger in the title. Badger Blade. Oh yes. Deal magic based damage to an enemy boosted by brown allies and beast allies. I'm not going to use it, but I got it anyway because it says Badger, and that's a win for me. Right now, onto the team. We're going to use Bullet, Mountain Crusher, Edelwing, the new troop, and Stone Viper. Now, all these work hand in hand really well. Bullet will have up top, has reduction from skulls by 50% and is immune to Devour and Stun. But the important part is the spell. Knock the first enemy to the back, then deal magic-based damage to the first new enemy with a 50% chance to devour them if there are 15 or more brown gems. Now, with this team, we can make sure there are 13 or more brown gems to make sure we get that fairly reliable 50-50 chance of devour. We're going to be using Mountain Crusher for this. Nice, easy weapon. Most players are going to have this. Explode magic-based brown gems. But really importantly, with this weapon, we have Dust. Now, Dust is really important for this because it is create a Dust Storm. When you create a dust storm, it means brown gems will fall more than the other colours. This is a really good way of supplementing the fact that we're getting less of the colours now from our Pathfinder. With Edelwing, it can chip in with some damage if we want to. We're not going to actually use it that much. We're going to rely on our Bullet to do most of the damage here, because when you get Devour, the Devour is going to give it an increase to the attack, armour and life at the same time, which is really good, and it makes it really tanky, especially with that reduction from skulls by 50% at the same time. Stone Viper starts battles with 75% mana, so that means with that Potion of Enchantment, it's going to be ready to cast in no time at all. Creates 5 yellow gems, then converts all yellow gems to brown. So if you've got yellow next to brown on the board on a 3 or 4 match sort of thing when converted, you know you're going to get plenty of brown from this. So this does several things at once. This obviously gives us a shed load of brown, charges up Bullet, normally leaves more than 13 on the board, which is enough to get that Devour chance, and just repeat the process. If, when you kill an enemy, you get a storm which is not a brown storm, like when you kill an enemy and there's a Valraven there, it's going to start a dark storm. You can cast your Mountain Crusher to force a dust storm back again, which is a brown. So it's that straightforward, really easy to use. Right, this is not the right banner. I've done the battles basically while testing at the same time and recorded the video before I've done this intro bit. So basically I've been doing the whole thing with the wrong banner. What we want is plenty of brown. Let's see what we can have instead. That's not too bad. We'll keep that as a kind of placeholder just in case nothing better comes along. And nothing better is coming along. That's pretty good. That'll do. Much better. Right, class for this. We want to be a beast for this to give our not so great Pathfinder anymore a better chance of getting a loop going. But Hunter's Mark, a random enemy on 4 or 5 of a kind, is going to combine really well with Bullet. Bullet, when it gets that Devour, gets that increase in attack, you're going to get double damage from that. It's going to be absolutely lethal to the enemy. This one doesn't matter. Root Trap keeps us safe from skulls all the while they're root trapped at the beginning. Don't want Nature's Aura. We do not want a Leaf Storm at the start. So backup is fine. Savior, when an ally dies, barrier another random ally. We're not expecting to die, but we don't want these ones particularly either. Banishment, very handy. Dispel all enemies on 4 or 5 gem matches. And this last one is irrelevant. So right, let's jump into a few battles. Right, I've jumped quite far into the game now just to test out how it works. It's working really well so far. Like, really well. The bottom troop gets charged up really quick with that 75% mana start. And the explosion, there you go. Yellow to brown, really good chance this is going to work well. There you go, you've got brown all over the place. Got more than enough to give this the Devour chance. And the cool thing is, it's the enemy that gets busted to the front as well. So if you've hit somebody a few times and weakened them, it doesn't matter because it's still going to work in your favour. The enemy has started this light storm, but we can change that to the storm that we want. A dust storm. Brown everywhere. Still got this chance. 2 50-50s failed, but doesn't matter because we've still got the storm going, and there's brown all over the place now. So this has got a good chance of looping, even with the reduction in created brown. There you go. We got the Devour that time. I've changed that to a Dark Storm because of this trait here. Summon a Dark Storm when an ally dies. So we can change that back to our Storm. Not a problem. Not going to kill them, but so we can cast this first. Lots of brown there. There we go. Now we've got a chance of the Devour. Didn't get it. I should have got that brown first. That was a bit lazy of me. Get out of it. 105 miles travelled. Well, let's just do a couple more fights. Go on, Divine Ishbala. You can come in. We'll let you come into our pub. We don't mind. Right, yellow to brown. Really good for this. Can't go wrong. Got the Devour chance now. Oh, we didn't. There wasn't enough there. Looked at that. It looked like there was loads there at first glance. That was weird. Let's create more brown while getting rid of them at the same time. 15 gems of brown. That's enough. Oh, we've eaten Divine Ishbala. Happy days. Right, let's do this. Yeah, this works really nice. Again, there wasn't quite enough there for the Devour chance. So I do tend to only cast it when, excuse me, you got the Devour chance. It's really good. Hunter's Mark. You've got 167 attack anyway. So combined with Hunter's Mark, that's absolutely lethal. I jumped forward a bit more just to show how this works on some slightly higher level opponents. But yeah, it's working really, really well. 75% starting mana on the bottom troop. Gets us going really, really fast. Want to leave yellow on the board if we can. To convert to brown. Gets our bullet up. If we leave enough gems on the board to get that chance of a Devour, 13 is ideal. Let's go for that. There we go. We've got the Devour. Now boosted to 127 attack with a nice buff in armor and life as well. May as well take them. Not a lot of yellow to brown anymore, so let's cast Mountain Crusher. The good thing about casting Mountain Crusher is when the enemy started a storm itself like this, then we can counter it with Mountain Crusher, making the storm in our favour again, and then getting the chance for Devour again, which we got. Now on 189 attack, over 300 attack and life and armour, this match is over. And all the while there's a lot of brown on the board, as well as a brown storm, then this troop has a much better chance of looping. Didn't then, still left behind an absolute ton of stuff though, but yellow to brown really cannot fail. So absolutely stacks of mana. Enough for the Devour chance. Didn't get it, but we got lucky on the other ones. Doesn't matter, we're still going to wipe them out pretty quickly. Let's do it by a Skull Bash, just because we want to feel heroic. Maximum amount of miles. Right, let's make this the last one. Pretty cool team. I'm liking it a lot. We have a Valraven. Not a lot of yellow near brown. This makes it not the best cast in the world. So we'll take this brown normally. Wait for Mountain Crusher to be up the next round. In fact, we'll cast this. Let's sped that up a bit. We've now got 13 gems there. Chance of the Devourer. Thank you very much. Let's get a storm going. Because the Valraven summon a Dark Storm when an ally dies has changed the storm to a Dark Storm, which is purple. And we want brown, so we'll have our brown storm back. Thank you very much. Don't do it again, matey boy. And you got chomped as well. See you later. More brown on the board. They've changed it back again, of course, because an enemy died. But, what can we do about that? Let's see if we get a little loop going. Still got a chance of the Devourer. Oh, we didn't get to eat the bird. That was a bit unlucky. That'll do, though. Yellow to brown all over the place. Absolutely going to charge up the team. Leave plenty there. Didn't get it, but we'll finish them off. I think we maybe could have done it this way anyway. But yeah. Anyway, that team works really well. Pretty pleased with it. But there's a video. If you enjoyed it, found it useful or helpful, be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching. I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now. Oh, go on. I'll just do the 75 miles troop bin as though he's there. You cannot come in, you angry looking fella. Crikey. So let's do this. Cannot miss. Enough brown there? Yes, there is. Go on. Oh. Let's get the storm going. Gives our Pathfinder a much better chance of looping. Come on. Thank you. Yeah, we've got stone skin and a buff up in our attack, life and armor. We'll be just fine. Thank you very much. Right, yellow to brown. Not too much going on with that, so we'll ignore that. We'll get an extra turn like that. Still enough brown for the Devour chance. Thank you very much. Enough brown there though. Now with the storm to cast this and have a better chance of getting the loop. There it is. Looping. Can't be devoured, so we may as well attack this normally. Let's start with creating a load of the yellow to get our loopy fella going. Better chance of looping and done. Yeah, really straightforward with that team. Right, well, I'm definitely going now. Thanks for watching. Catch you again next time.